I think Pedro is an impact maker, partly because of the way that equity and justice is infused into everything that he does. It is part of the core of his being. So one of the things that Pedro does is to create spaces in our community for dialogue and for bringing people with different perspectives together to have really hard conversations.
I think the most important thing is Pedro creates a space. He doesn't wait for people to make that space. He helps to actually bring that space together and bring people together. He has this incredible way of being a very authentic person. He shows up in spaces as himself, but he also makes that space comforting and welcoming for others to show up as themselves.
When he's organizing panel discussions, when he is organizing movie showings and talkbacks, when he is helping to organize marches, he's building community, he's building those bridges.
I love creating with him collaboratively because he is so thoughtful about his messaging, and I feel like that's why it's so impactful. He's always trying to figure out how to get to the heart of the matter so that people in conversation can walk away with a better understanding.
That I've learned so much from him is really about this place of being able to address and get into spaces that are really hard, but being able to do that in a way that's really productive and really caring and kind.
There's been times where I was unsure of what an audience would be like at a post-discussion screening. And so I've asked him to stand with me to speak to the audiences because I knew that no matter what happened, that with Pedro's courage and his insight, he would be able to lead dialogue in a way that would open people up and create understanding. So having him around gives me courage.
I'm the director of engagement for a nonprofit called Unify, which basically works to bring people together across differences, bridge divides of every kind. Nothing makes you realize like where you need to grow than being in relationships with people that are different than you. And I think that a lot of people, because they're afraid of failing, they don't put themselves in a situation to have encounters that show them the limits of their relational capacity and also their imaginative capacity. There's a lot of things that are possible that we don't even think about that would allow for greater sense of equity, for belonging. I was a pastor for 10 years and I also served in the military and corporate world. All of that informs how I show up, and I'm also a dad. Every day I think about how can I help them live into their fullest expression, whatever that might be. Because a world that will enable them to live into their fullest selves enables all of us to live more fully into who we can be. I was raised by a single mom who was very intelligent, and I felt like every day she was told she had to prove herself, you know, in some kind of way. She has dementia now, so I'm saddened by that, obviously. And I think this award means a lot because in a lot of ways I feel like it's me showing up as her son, and I know that I am seen as I hope to be.
Pedro, you're a really good friend, and I appreciate how you supported me. You stand beside a lot of people, and you help a lot of people come to realizations that are really going to help our community and help our world. So this is very much well-deserved.
We are so grateful for what Pedro does in our community, and it's just a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to acknowledge him as our Community Impact Maker Award recipient this year.